Hey, everybody. We're back with the author of the new book, The Siren's Call, Mr. Chris Hayes. You call attention, like human attention, the attention span itself, a resource that we have. The value of that resource for them is what? Like I understand you take my oil, you get to burn it. You take my gold, you make electronics or jewelry. What are they doing with our attention? Just selling it to other people?
Yes, they're selling it to other people that want to get us to buy stuff, largely. Much of the internet runs off of ad tech that Google, for instance, is a main platform of, Facebook. I mean, they're printing money. One of the weird things about the way this works, when you talk about the value, is that attention in the aggregate is extremely valuable. Right? Mm-hmm. But your slice of it, when it's being purchased, is like fractions of cents. Mm-hmm. So you got this weird thing where in the aggregate it's very valuable. The amount being paid for your attention at any given moment is nothing, but what it costs you to be distracted. All you have in your life, the substance of your life, is from moment to moment what you pay attention to, whether it's your child sleeping in your arms, whether it's a conversation with a loved one that is going to be one of the last conversations you have because they're aging or infirm. That's all you have.
Keep it light.
Keep it light, Hayes. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Or the first conversation you have with a loved one. Yeah. Exactly. Go ahead, because they're so healthy. Go on.
When you're in the glow of fresh love, for instance, because that's fun.
And that is commodified, and it's sold like corn at the exchange here.
Correct.
Our attention is sold.
And that experience of commodification and extraction leaves us with an intense feeling of alienation, a thing that should be proper to us and within us. Part of the integrated whole that is who we are is taken and put outside of us. And that feeling of outsideness, I really do think, is a kind of pernicious, ubiquitous sensation of the times we live in, that alienation.
What is the equivalent, in this case, in your metaphor, of stuffing the wax in our ears?
Well, there's a few things. I mean, one is managing how you interact with your phone.
Impossible.
Right. Well, that's
because I'm not in charge. My phone is.
That's right.
And I got this thing on my wrist that tells me my phone wants to talk to me.
I remember going out on the water with some friends one summer, and I had just gotten this watch, and I was like, I'm gonna leave my phone at home, and they're like, oh, good, yeah, we're going on the water.
100%, yeah.
And they're like, are you bringing your watch? I was like, well, yeah, you got to bring the watch. I mean, someone might need me.
Hi, this is Chris's watch. His phone isn't here right now. Leave me a message, and I'll make sure it gets it.
Exactly. No, I mean, I'm bad about this. One way to stuff wax in our ears, and I think actually part of the way I talk about this in the end of this book is we have to think this in more holistic terms than just our individual actions, right? Mm. It's the way we talk about our relationship to food, which has to do with who we are individually and what our biological predilections are, but also has to do with an enormous industrial food system that produces the environment in which we consume food and produces the elements that come from that.
You're making me hungry, man. Crispy, salty fatties.
Yeah, crispy,
fatty, salty Crispies.
We love them everywhere.
Yeah.
You can sell that anywhere in the world. That is what's happening to our attention.
So the phone is kind of at the bliss point.
The phone is the bliss point. That's exactly right. Yes. In fact, I cite that research in the book.
So you stole that from me and put it in your book just now?
I time traveled.
Good, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And let me say one more thing about that I think is a hopeful message. Keep it light. Is that in the same way human appetites both have a kind of predictability that can be exploited, right? Salt, sugar, fat, the bliss point. They're also unbelievably varied. And people eat all kinds of stuff and love all kinds of stuff. And the same is true of attention. Yes, competitive attention markets, they drive towards the slot machine, the casino, Times Square billboards, the tabloid, right? The scroll. But also people go to see Wagner's Ring Cycle and they watch 4-hour podcasts and they watch videos of people repairing old barns. And there's all kinds of stuff that we as humans can put our attention on. And I think what we're feeling right now is a kind of rebellion that is on the precipice of breaking out against this dead end feeling we have that we have been penned into a way of paying attention we don't like.
I hope you're right.
They like it.
Chris, good to see you.
It's great to see you too.
The Siren's Call is out now. Chris Hayes, everybody. We'll be right back with a performance from Sunset Boulevard.